Hello, Mrs. Beth here with your instructions for today. Okay, today, the first thing you're going to do, report your attendance right here. For your actividad inicial or warm-up, you're going to do in the space provided below, right here, the text entry box. You are going to type one thing that you learn about your assigned country. So you remember you had to work on a project last class, and just something that you remember that you learn about that country that caught your attention. Hey, do not put that they speak Spanish because that's what you got that assigned country, because they all speak Spanish as their first language. So let's get one thing that you learned or caught your attention when you were doing your project. All right, you're gonna find this video here that you can probably watch later. You need, because we had different things to do today, and they're like short little tasks, but different, so you probably need to go back to the video. All right, we will start learning from the first chapter of our book. We follow the text realidades, and the first chapter name is Para Empezar, and the chapter is divided in three sections. The chapter Para Empezar is divided in three sections: en la escuela, at the school; en la clase, in the class; and el tiempo, that's about the weather. Today we will start with the first section, en la escuela. We're going to start with the school section. In this section, we will learn about greetings, different times of the day, ways to introduce yourself to other class, directions, numbers, down time, parts of the body, and ways to say goodbye. We are not going to learn all that today. Today, we're going to concentrate in the greetings and the ways to say goodbye, the way to introduce yourself, and we're going to have a listening practice. So let's take a look at this is the book. Let's take a look at the book. This is the book. So first of all, let me move this up here so it doesn't. And I want you to listen to the conversations and follow the words right here. So let's listen.
Buenos días, señor.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Felipe. Buenos días, señor.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Felipe.
So look at the time of the day.
Buenas tardes, señora.
Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Beatriz.
Mucho gusto.
Encantada. Buenas tardes, señora.
Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Beatriz.
Mucho gusto.
Encantada.
Look at the time.
Buenas noches. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Hola, me llamo Graciela. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Lorenzo.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Hola, me llamo Graciela. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Lorenzo.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente.
Okay, so you notice these are conversations that are taking place at different times of the day. This one is 7 a.m. You can see the sun there. So it's in the morning. 3:30 here is in the afternoon. Afternoon is everything after 12. And this one is taking place at night, or you say evening, during the evening. So look at the different ways to say hi or greet according to the time, because that's related to the activity you're going to be working on today. All right, so that's the first part. You're going to, it says copy these notes in your Spanish notebook. When you click here, it's going to take you to the notes that I want you to copy in your Spanish notebook. And your Spanish notebook is just a binder that you're going to be putting papers on with your notes. Let's go back to the book. Those notes are right here. Okay. And what is next? It says watch the video with the explanation for today's lesson. That's this video that you're watching right now. So we're going to move to the next page. The next page has an activity, but this one. I want you to listen to this. This is ways to introduce yourself, and also we're going to be seeing how people address other people according to the like the age or the authority or things like that. So we're going to see that in a minute. So let's listen to these conversations.
Buenos días, Adela. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias, señor Ruiz. ¿Y usted?
Bien, gracias.
Buenas tardes, señor Ruiz. ¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Bien, gracias.
Buenas noches, Miguel. ¿Qué tal?
Regular. ¿Y tú, Carlos? ¿Qué pasa?
Nada.
Adiós, señorita Moreno. Hasta luego.
Hasta mañana.
Hasta luego, Juan.
Nos vemos.
So you may notice here that in some of the cases they are saying ¿cómo estás? Or ¿cómo está usted? And then sometimes they say ¿y tú? Or in some cases they say ¿y usted? So that's what I'm talking about. That's another set of notes that you're going to be copying and reading so you know when to address somebody in the formal way or when to address them in the informal way, familiar way. So right here, copy these notes. When you click on these notes, it's going to take you to those notes that I just showed you there. And you need to copy that in your notebook too. So you can notice the difference. You can know the difference between tú versus usted. And then you have to complete 2 listening activities using the audio recording that I put there. Before we move forward, I want to show you right there in your home page, below the frequent asked questions, I put this new section, a module with the vocabulary. So here you can open this vocabulary. It says click here to see your vocabulary for para empezar. And here you have all the words that you're going to need for this unit. So there you find that I'm talking about. You see NU in English, you say NU, but in Spanish you have different ways. One for familiar and one for formal. Usted and tú. You are going to understand that when you read your notes and you copy your notes. Of course, if you don't understand, you can ask me questions as usual. All right, let's go back. That's for the vocabulary. And I also put a link there for a Quizlet. So you go with the Quizlet, you can go there and you can listen to the pronunciation of the words. Right here. This is right here. When you click right here,
Buenas tardes.
you can hear how to pronounce the words and then you use the arrows to move forward.
Buenas noches.
So you can practice the
¿Cómo
pronunciation.
te llamas?
You can practice the pronunciation, okay? Let's go back to the plan, the class plan. And here, we are gonna go to the listening activities. So this is to open a form. Now notice that I'm gonna give you 10 points if you answer your last name correct. And then 10 points if you complete this with the right class. Now this is your first activity. I recorded this audio from the book, but you don't have to look at it. You just need to listen to it.
Buenas noches, señor Rodríguez.
So what you're gonna do is you have your activities open right there. The activity is open and you're going to select, you're gonna listen if they are greeting in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. And according to that, you're gonna select the correct clock. So A, B, or C. I think that's pretty simple, but I'll be helping you. You need help during class. And then the second activity, you're gonna hear some greetings and some leave-taking words. So you're gonna listen to them. Let me fast forward this a little bit more. 4.
1. Hola, Juan. ¿Qué pasa?
Wrong one.
Hola, Juan. ¿Qué pasa?
So you're gonna check if it's greeting or leaving. 2.
Adiós, Miguel.
3.
Adiós,
So
Miguel.
you listen to the expressions
3.
and then you're going to say if that is a greeting or a leave-taking word. And then you select greeting or leaving. And then you submit and that's it. So this is what happened here? Okay. So this is what we're doing today. First, you have your actividad inicial or warm-up. You need to answer on Canvas. Second, you're going to copy 2 sets of notes in your notebook. Third, you're going to complete your listening activities in the form by listening to the audio. And I think that's it. Let me double check. So we are good to go. Yes. All right. As usual, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask me. We're going to be connected during class. Remember, you are not allowed to leave the class until we check that it's okay to leave. Okay? I'll see you during class. Hasta pronto.